done. Follow the buzzers. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, for another edition of the Raw&Uncut DC show. This time on Skype because we couldn't get Google Hangouts to work. Isn't that right, man?
Yeah, man.
That's good to be back, man. It's been a long time, man. It's WrestleMania time. WrestleMania season.
Here we go.
You can tell that, you can tell how hyped up he is for WrestleMania.
God, I ain't even so sure about this one, man. We'll see.
I'll tell you, this one has been very weird. The build has been very lackluster, but it's coming. This Sunday will be WrestleMania, so we got the full match listing here, and we're going to give our predictions of what's going to happen. And usually we're not very wrong. We're that far off of what happens, isn't that right? Usually we're on the money, usually.
I got that feeling this year we're actually going to be wrong.
You think so? Well, I'm hoping this year we're wrong, though. I'm hoping. This is one year where I really hope that we're wrong. So I guess we should just go down the list, huh, man?
Go for it.
Let's go match to match. So the first match on the list is a tag team match. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro versus the New Day versus Los Matadores. Is that how you say it?
Los Matadores.
Yeah. So how do you feel about this match, man? The tag team match, which I assume will probably be on the pre-show. I assume.
Yeah, that's from what I heard. It is actually the pre-show, but hey, at least they made WrestleMania. That's all.
Yeah, it's the way. At least you're someone. You're still there in WrestleMania card. I mean, usually the pre-show always delivers anyway.
So let me get this right before we go on with my predictions and your predictions. The Usos ain't involved in this match?
I don't see them on the match card right here. That's weird. Yeah. Oh no, actually no. Never mind. They're on there. My bad.
So it's like a
fatal four-way, yeah. So it's Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, New Day, Los Matadores, and the Usos. So yeah, it's a fatal four-way. You're right.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Man, there's only two teams worthwhile in that whole thing right there to begin with. Let's be honest here. There's the Usos and it's Cesaro and Tyson Kidd.
So you don't think Los Matadores have a chance?
I hope not, man. I hope not. But and even worse, giving it to New Day, that'd be the worst thing they could do.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of New Day. I mean, they have such potential, man. But as of right now, it's time to go back to the drawing board with those guys, man.
So I'm definitely on that. My predictions and also who I'm going for is always going to be Tyson Kidd and Cesaro in this match.
Yeah, they're probably the odds-on favorite. I think I'd be happy with the Usos winning, like you, or Tyson Kidd, Cesaro. But see, this match right here is a perfect example of a pre-show match to get the crowd perfectly hyped up for WrestleMania. You're going to go out there.
I think they will do it though. I mean, like I said, them tag teams, they're good. It's just certain tag teams need to find a better gimmick.
I just wish they had more, like back in the Attitude Era, they had like the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, like tag teams like that,
Yeah.
They really got the crowd pumped up, Not saying that these tag teams are bad, but they need more of a, a Kidd and Cesaro type.
Definitely.
So how long do you think this match will probably go? I'm assuming a good 15 minutes. I assume.
It's probably going to be more than that. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong with the Los Matadores or however you say that, man. I mean, they're excellent. I mean, I've seen them in house shows. They put it on there. I mean, they give you a show. I just can't get into the gimmick, man. They look like a bunch of Ninja Turtles, man.
I haven't really seen much of their stuff to form an opinion on them, but from what I've seen, I'm not really a huge fan at all.
So we can agree on this one? So we can agree on this one?
Yeah, I think so, man. I love tag team wrestling, though, so either way, I'm going to enjoy this match. So it don't matter. So the next match on here, which I assume will probably be the first match of the night, is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal featuring The Miz, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Big Show, Kane, Eric Yowen, Damon Mizdow, Sin Cara, Goldust, Heath Slater, Mark Henry, Connor, Victor, and Hideo. I don't know how you say that name. I assume that's from NXT or something like that, those two names.
Yeah.
All right. Who you going for that match, man? The Andre Giant Battle Royal.
This will probably be my hardest one to pick here, man. I got to look at the pictures here and break it down.
For me, I either want Goldust to do it or Ryback.
I got a question. Why ain't Stardust involved in this, man?
Wasn't Stardust in that one? I could have sworn he was in it, wasn't he?
I don't even see him in the pictures here, man. No, I think he's in
I don't see him on the card. I don't see him on the card for it.
He's in the Intercontinental title.
Oh, okay. So he's in the higher up match then on the card.
All right, so here we go, man. This is gonna be a tough one for me. So I'm pulling for a couple people in this match, actually, man. You know me, I'm a tremendous Mark Henry mark.
Oh, Mark Henry's
I would love to see him at least get something to brag about, man.
A WrestleMania moment.
Because I mean, you got what, 2 decades with that guy, man, and they have done him wrong. I mean, you'll hear me complain tons of times if you watch half our videos, man, of how they've done this guy. I would love to see Mark Henry win this, man, but I mean, another pick of mine is obviously I got to go for one of the Wyatt boys in this one. God, man, this is tough. I got the feeling, though, man. I got the feeling it's going to be Damon Sandow.
I was thinking either like him or the Miz are not going to win it for a shock value. But,
yeah.
Or even Big Show possibly could win it just for, because of the authority thing. But who I really want to win it, though, is Ryback. I feel like he's been done kind of dirty the past year or so. You think?
Well, like I said there, man, I mean, I agree with you with the whole Ryback statement, but I mean, he's been treated a little wrong for maybe a year.
Yeah.
Mark has been treated wrong for 20-some
decades, so that's true. And to be honest, I feel so bad for Mark Henry because I feel like, at this stage of his career, I understand like why they're putting matches like this, but I feel like he should get one more WrestleMania moment or one more world title run. Just one more. I mean, Kane got one, Taker's got one. Why not Mark Henry, man?
Mark Henry needs more than what's given to him, man. I'll always be a Mark Henry fan, man.
You talk about like people getting treated wrong. I always forget how long he's been there, man. Since I started watching the product, he was there. So he's been there a long time, man. That's a lot. So I guess this one it's hard to predict though. This one, man. Because you have a lot of people in there that actually could win. So I will say, of all the matches on the card, I think this one's the most unpredictable. I think. Besides the main event.
Surprisingly, man, I mean, I've had to look at match by match, man, and it's like it's hard to pinpoint this year. You can admit, you may say, I'm not even going to spoil, the matches, as we get down.
Yeah.
But I mean, each match we're going to be tongue-tied of who we really think's going to win and, who the spoilers are saying.
Yeah.
This is that match that ain't nobody 100% guaranteed no more because let's face the facts, with the streak ending, you can't predict WrestleMania no more. That's what I think's going to make WrestleMania good.
Yeah, this year's a lot more unpredictable than last year. Well, last year was kind of, to be fair, even the Battle Royal last year was not very predictable. I never called Cesaro winning that one last year. That was a shock to me. So
well, I think he's the one who I said was going to win that one.
Yeah, I actually thought who was going to win that one. I thought Big Show was actually going to win that one. The Big Show, Andre the Giant, two big men.
That would have been too obvious.
That would have been way too. That's probably why they didn't do it. So I'll give them credit there. So I'm gonna jump right in, man. Intercontinental Championship, 7-man ladder match for the IC belt, man. Bad News Barrett, R-Truth, Dean Ambrose, Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, Stardust, and Daniel Bryan. What do you think, man? Who you pulling for in that one?
Woo!
7-man IC belt. I love IC belt ladder matches, man. I'm excited.
This is the one that I'm actually looking. See, it's hard to say, man. This is probably the one that I'm most hyped about, man. But it can
matches, man. They always deliver, especially at WrestleMania, man. Ladder matches are fucking.
That's what I'm saying, man. I know Ziggler's gonna do it his all, but I look at it like, does he need the IC title? No, because he's already been a main title holder.
And he won that belt TLC, didn't he? If I remember correctly.
Right.
He won that belt 3 months ago, so was he gonna win it again and go on another mid-core title run? I mean, I feel bad for Ziggler, man, because how many times has he won that IC belt the past 2 years? Like over 4 times he's won that belt.
I mean, it was like back to back there for a while. He'd lose it, regain it, So
like, obviously,
I can honestly say on that one, Ziggler's out the question automatically.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that one because it does him no justice, really, man. Who I think needs it most. I would like to see Stardust get it. I would like to see, most of all, I'd like to see Dean Ambrose get it because I do believe what he said when he made a statement. It was either Raw or SmackDown a while back ago he said that, the IC title has meant nothing.
Yeah.
And he can bring it to where it used to be in the 80s and early 90s. I agree with that. So I'm going Dean Ambrose, but I would be happy with either him or Luke Harper in this one.
Yeah. For me, man, I want my boy Ambrose to win. Man. I'm going for Ambrose, man. I feel like it's time for him to, move up that ladder, man, towards the championship. So, but see, there's so many good names in here, man. Like, Luke Harper said, he's doing pretty good as well. So, see, this one right here, just like the Battle Royal, you really can't say who's exactly going to win, man.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Daniel Bryan is probably going to win, but
that's what I'm getting. I got that feeling it's going to be. I got that feeling that's who it's going to be, but I think it would do more justice for Dean to be the.
Now, people will say that since Daniel Bryan was main eventing last year at WrestleMania, it's kind of bad he's in the IC belt match this year. Do you think so? You think it was kind of a downgrade for like last year he was main eventing WrestleMania? This year he's in the mid card.
I would agree with that if he actually won this match.
Yeah.
But I agree. What I like about it now is they're finally not giving the people that were injured then all of a sudden showed up and they're getting the red carpet treatment. That's what I do like where the direction they're going with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. So I mean, like I guess the fans, they were mad that he lost the Rumble, but I think that this is a good spot for Bryan here, man. Ladder matches always deliver at WrestleMania, man.
I mean, that's probably going to be one of the most violent matches.
I can tell you, of all the matches on this card, it's probably get the most time in this one. At least a good half hour to 45 minutes. Total carnage, man. I'm telling you. Especially when you got crazy ass Ambrose in the match, man. It's going to be good.
So we're both going Dean on this one, too, then, huh?
Dean, man. Because I want Dean to get that WrestleMania moment, man. But here you go, man. Here's another good one, man. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, your boy Orton, man. What do you think?
Yeah, man.
Randy Orton, man. He's been there for a while, too, hasn't he, man? Orton, man.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Obviously, I'm going Orton all the way on this one. But without my fanboy in me, Seth needs to win this one. But I think it's
on the phone. I don't mean to cut you off, but I think what you said last time was very important. This should have been a stipulation match for the briefcase. They haven't announced it yet, as of right now. But hopefully that changes because I add more stakes to the match. Because as of right now, it's just a standard match. And for what?
Yeah.
Really? I mean,
I guess the only thing that makes sense there is they didn't actually have a match. It was just Randy Orton demolishing him. It was never an official match. So I guess that's where they can go with this one. But I mean, like you just said, that I've said before, this needs to be for the Money in the Bank.
Now, do you think this match actually could surprise people and actually steal the show? I mean, Orton always delivers, man.
Like I've said before, that's two of the best in-ring performers that we've got right now. People can hate on Orton all they want to, but his moves seem so effortless and so on point, man. It seems like nothing to him, man. So, and plus you got Seth Rollins, and let's face it, the man's a beast, man.
He proved that at the fucking Rumble with Lesnar and Cena. 2 big days right there, man. He hung in there. So
he's definitely got it. He's I will say, he's probably one of the people we're going to see in the, to take over the future when the Cenas and the Mark Henrys and, Brock Lesnar's and all them gone. He'll pick up the pieces. I truly believe that. This will be a brutal match also. I hope so.
I hope it steals the show because people look at this match like oh, it's just another Orton match. Hopefully this match surprises people, man. Because Orton's a crazy guy, man. So I'm hoping for an awesome match here, man. Whether that much actually happens or not, I hope it does happen though. All right, let's move on here. Rusev versus John Cena for the WWE United States Championship, man. What do you think here, man?
Oh God, man, this is a toss-up, man.
Rusev, man. I'm a fan of that guy, man.
The question is, can Rusev beat Cena twice?
You never know.
That's got me on the borderline. I'm going Rusev all the way, man. But I'm hoping it's not that moment where John Cena gets his WrestleMania moment. Let's face it, Rusev needs his, man.
See, that's the problem. People are expecting that Cena. So hopefully they'll do what they did last year with Cena and Wyatt and give Cena that legacy win because, they surprised me with Rusev, man. I thought they're going to totally book him to be shit. But they booked him pretty strongly so far, man. I didn't think he was going to beat Cena even at Fastlane. So this one right here, I'm hoping that they continue the feud past WrestleMania, man. Even if it's Extreme Rules, so I'm hoping for a Rusev win because Cena's kind of too predictable at this point, man. Too predictable.
Yeah.
Even though you can still continue to begin if Cena did win, you can still continue to feed down the road, but I don't know. Rusev can't
Either that,
shit,
I'm hoping for like a count out, double count out, or something like that, where
you can even book
Rusev
down the road. You can book Rusev and Roman Reigns. You can book Rusev and Daniel Bryan. There's so many possibilities that Rusev wins, man. I don't think he should
Rusev
lose
and
just
Brock
yet.
Lesnar.
Rusev and Lesnar, man.
Lesnar, man. That's the match I really want to see.
Rusev and Lesnar, man. So if he loses, I won't be so angry, but it's kind of a bummer. All right, moving on, man. The Divas match, man. AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bellas. What do you think?
This can go a couple of routes here in my predictions here, man. I'm pulling for the Bellas, obviously, because I'm not much of a Paige type person, and I don't think AJ needs a spotlight all of a sudden again. But what it would surprise me at the same time as actually be one of my predictions is Paige and AJ win due to Brie turning on Nikki.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll have, the next pay-per-view, Brie versus Nikki for the title. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to say Bella's all the way on this one, man. But I could be wrong, and my other prediction is the way they're going to lose is one of them's going to turn against the other one.
So this one could be kind of unpredictable, can it? It's going to be kind of unpredictable, and that's a clear cut because, I mean, they never explain why Brie Bella was like all of a sudden back when Nikki's on her side again. Like they never explained that ever. So it could be a trick by Brie to turn on Nikki and cost her the match. So that could happen. See, I'm kind of biased because I've become a big fan of Paige, so I'm kind of biased here. So it's really hard to say. I do like AJ, but she came back all of a sudden, man. All of a sudden they're friends now, AJ Lee and Paige. Like
that's what I'm saying. She gets the spotlight. That's what I don't like about it.
That red carpet treatment you talked about earlier. That red carpet treatment.
Right.
Come back.
I'm a big fan of you, man. I just don't think you should get the red carpet treatment of being there less than a month, and all of a sudden you're hosting WrestleMania when you got a person like Natalya that's pretty much getting benched. She's coming out there as a manager, man. It's not right. It's not right.
And are you surprised they're actually tag teaming up right now? AJ Lee and Paige. They had such a long feud last year, man. Like, this is weird.
See, I was watching that whole SmackDown Raw thing that they were showing today, actually. And Paige said something that made me wonder, and I wish they would, man.
Yeah.
And since you've got so many dominant forces up in NXT as of Divas.
Yeah.
I would like to see there be a tag team Divas division and then a Divas title. Because there's so many of them. Let's face the facts. Soon as NXT come up in there, when you still got Emma that's in between NXT and, made it.
Yeah.
All those type of people. But then you've got Ric Flair's daughter. You've got, what's her name? Bailey. I think her name's.
Yeah.
You've got they're all talented. She reminds me of Mickie James is who she reminds me of.
Yeah.
So you've some talent there. I think either add another woman's title in there or make it a tag team title, and that way you can have. It needs more titles. That's all I can say about that one.
Pretty much, you tired of AJ Lee and Paige all the time. You tired of that too, right? You tired of all the same matches.
Right.
For Divas.
And the way to do that is, if they're going to be there, have it be a tag team Divas title match.
How about a Diva stable? We never really got a Diva stable ever. You know what I'm saying?
We sort of did with, I guess it was the Bellas and Eva Marie.
Well, it never really lasts as long, and the way they book the stable.
No.
That's one thing TNA actually had at one point. They had the beautiful people and somebody else. I forgot. They actually had Diva stable on TNA, but.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. They definitely need to add another title or bring the woman's title back. That way you've got two, because let's face it, when the NXT people come there, there's more of them than there actually is WWE Divas right now, man.
Yeah.
And those girls are going to come in hot unless they water them down, because most of them people coming from NXT are going to shut it down, man, if they don't watch it, man. Ric Flair's daughter's totally talented.
Yeah. And Bailey, and she's turning up in NXT. And who's that one blonde girl in NXT? I can't remember her name. She's doing pretty good too. The other one.
I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't think her name off the bat.
But NXT, man, those divas there, man, they're tearing it up in there too, man.
That's what I'm saying. Or bring their title that they have, like the NXT Divas Champion, bring that over.
All I know is
That way
I get
there's
tired
another.
of always having the same matches because, like, we got AJ Lee and Paige like a million times last year. You remember that? Every pay-per-view, AJ Lee versus Paige. It's time
That's
to mix
what
it
I
up.
want to see. Obviously Nikki's keeping the title here because it ain't even a titles match. Plus, it's a tag team match. So we're probably going to see AJ or Paige go against her again. And you're benching people like Naomi. That, let's face it, she's one of the best out there, man. In ring ability, Naomi's one of the best.
Yeah.
Along with Natalya.
Hopefully this match is at least good though. So let's move on, brother, to Sting's first match in WWE. Sting versus Triple H. I know you're not big on Sting, man, in WWE right now.
Oh God,
Explain
man.
it away, man. Explain it away.
I hate that the fact of these part-timers, they come in and you got these people their house show, Raw, SmackDown, pulling their weight, forcing storylines for people that are failed to show up here. And I think it would be the worst thing for Sting to win this because let's face it, I wish Triple H would. To me, if Triple H wins this, that's putting the nail in the coffin to WCW, even though WCW is no more. I just feel this is that last breath of WCW right now.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, Sting was full-time when he was a teenager, right? He worked every single show in the build-up to his matches. Why is he not full-time in WWE? Like, why is he only working like 3 shows in the build-up?
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I notice it when he comes out now. You think that it would have been like a major impact. People would have marked out.
It's Sting.
And they're really not, man. I think everybody's going to be surprised. There's going to be more cheers for Triple H in this match, man. I'm going to Triple H.
Don't get me wrong, man. Here's the thing with me. See, I'm a fan of Sting, but the problem is that they booked him too strong so far, man. Like, Triple H is a badass. So you got Triple H look so fucking weak in the build-up to make Sting look good. So I'm hoping it's a surprise win for Triple H. That's why they did it like that. Because he looked too weak here, Triple H has. Way too weak, man, in this build-up. Yeah. What do you think? You think it could be a surprise win for Triple H now? Because he looks so weak in the build-up?
So, man. I hope it ain't a fair and square Sting win. Like I said, I'm hoping to see NWO come out. I'm hoping to see even DX come out there and turn against Triple H, something like that. That's the only way I'm accepting of Triple H losing this match is if WCW come out and wreck house.
Now, even with Sting himself, do you think he's in shape now? Because the way he wrestled in TNA, he didn't look very good in TNA, man. So I'm wondering his quality.
Good so far, man. I mean, they even make Triple H weak with the fact of he's got this little ass bat, man, and he's pointing it at Triple H. This darn sledgehammer. It just doesn't fit, man. This ain't Triple H right here, but we always know every time Triple H plays a little, scaredy cat on Raw and SmackDown, pay-per-views is on. I'm looking for some blood on this one. I'm hoping.
Whoop some ass, man. Because remember, every single match, when you're Brock Lesnar or Rock, he kicks your ass, right? Stone Cold Steve Austin, he kicks your ass. So it better be no fucking total dominant Sting win. Because I like Sting, but that would piss me off if that happened.
Oh, I definitely don't like it.
Now, speaking of being pissed off by an outcome, the next match, Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Here we go, man. Your boy Bray Wyatt versus the Dead Man. How do you feel, man? I know you feel a lot about this match. We talk about this match a lot over the phone, man.
This is a must-win for Bray Wyatt, man. If you're a true Bray Wyatt fan, you would know majority of the time, like when it was Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. Everybody, that was a Bray Wyatt fan, or supposedly, I call them bandwagon Bray Wyatt fans, were all for Bray Wyatt beating John Cena. If you were a Bray Wyatt fan at that time, you would understand the fact that Bray Wyatt wanted to lose that match, man.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt wanted to push John Cena to show that he ain't the babyface that he, is set out to be.
Yeah.
So I think he accomplished his job. That wasn't a must-win for Bray Wyatt. That was for him to lose.
Yeah.
This match, on the other hand, is the new face of fear. Bray Wyatt needs to win this damn match, man. He's done pulled this feud out of his hat. I said it once before.
2 months.
2 months. There you go. 2 months of this, Undertaker, and I don't even believe that was a new recording of him with that whole chair scene.
That was corny as shit, man. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping the entrance of Taker doesn't make Bray Wyatt look like, how every time you're in the ring, whether you're The Rock, Stone Cold, or whoever, when Undertaker comes out and that theme music hits, everybody gets scared.
Yeah.
That better not be the case with Bray Wyatt, man. I'm hoping you're the new face of fear here. There ought to be no fear in you.
Especially
Do not
Bray
make
Wyatt,
this.
man.
Do not make him scared of Undertaker, man. I've said it once before. Bray Wyatt needed to be the one to beat the Streak. Understandably, it didn't happen. Bray Wyatt needs to be the one to beat Taker and put him away for good.
Because if Taker wins, this does a lot of damage to Wyatt's future, right? If Taker wins.
It definitely does, man. I mean, what can you do?
And Taker, this is kind of like a passing the torch moment for Taker right here. To the new, like you said, the new face of fear. So hopefully Taker does the right thing, though, because this could make or break the show for me also, this match right here, man. Because I'm kind of excited for this match, because I love Bray Wyatt, man. Still waiting on my shirt, getting my shirt tomorrow. I will wear it in the review, but and you're wearing your Follow the Buzzer shirt, man. But Bray Wyatt needs this, man. Bray Wyatt needs this. He needs this win, man.
And I'm gonna go on the record and saying this: if Taker wins this, man, I will say there ain't one little inch of blood in me that would like this guy anymore. I would be seriously done with Taker, man. I'm gonna say that because I'm probably one of the biggest Bray Wyatt marks there was. I was a Husky Harris mark, so I followed this guy, man. I followed Bray Wyatt, and he needs to win this, man.
I will admit, though, he's come a long way. You speak of Husky Harris. He went from Husky Harris to facing Taker at WrestleMania. That's pretty big, man. He made it, man, pretty far, man. That's amazing. So, yeah, he's got to win, man.
That's because there's no control over his character. He's free-willed. Husky Harris was a Vince McMahon creation.
Like you said in that interview, man. I watched the interview last night, man.
Real deal, man.
He's the real deal, man. Hopefully the Buzzers win, man, and the return of the Wyatt family. I'm hoping for that.
Yes, I'm hoping for that at the same.
Now, here we go to the main event, the controversial main event. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. What do you think, man?
I'll let you take this one away first.
Now, up until the recent announcement of Lesnar re-signing for the company, this seemed very clear-cut of Roman Reigns winning. Now, it's even more unpredictable now, because you can actually see Lesnar actually retain here, because he's going to be around for a little longer. Now, honestly, I'm pulling for Lesnar here because I think that I want to see a Rollins cash in on Lesnar. I want to see Rollins pull like an Edge type of situation, come out here and actually pin Lesnar, man. I don't think Reigns should get the belt just yet. Maybe at SummerSlam, but it's kind of too predictable for Reigns to win right now. It's kind of predictable, so I'm pulling for my boy Lesnar, man. That's how I feel, man. What do you think, man? What do you think, man?
All right, let me go with saying this. I'm gonna do a couple outcomes here with this one. Say Roman does win.
Yeah.
Here's one of my predictions that could go where Seth didn't totally get buried. All right, we already done pretty much said that Orton's gonna win this.
Yeah.
Orton wins versus Seth Rollins, but later on, Seth Rollins still gets a WrestleMania moment by cashing in on Roman Reigns. So he loses, but still gains better.
Yeah.
That would fit. And the reason I say that would fit is, like I've always said with people with irritated with storylines, is they're finally doing it where it's like a year later you find out what the real story behind everything was. And let's face the facts, when the Shield broke up, Roman got the worst end of the deal when Seth turned on the Shield.
Yeah.
He got the most chair shots. He got the most beat down.
And he never got
from
his revenge.
Seth.
He never got his
Never
revenge.
got his revenge. So this would be perfect for Roman to get his WrestleMania moment stolen away to have a long feud with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, man. But I have to ask you, though, man, like, how do you feel about Lesnar re-signing with the company, though? That announcement. Do you think it makes it more unpredictable now?
I say that, but like I told you before, I think by him losing to Roman, with the way people are treating, the fans are treating Roman now,
Yeah.
that would make him automatic face.
Yeah.
So what perfect person to beat Rusev than the guy that beat the Streak?
There, yeah, that makes sense, man. I like. You see, you should be booking the show. I didn't think about that, you know. And even though one possibility, how would you feel about this? Have either Heyman turn on Lesnar to join up with Reigns. Would that, you think that could work either? Because that could be another possibility that could be out there.
Honestly, that's Roman's safest choice right there because he's going to be hated, man.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get booed at the.
So for you to, like I said, I don't like using the term face heel a lot nowadays. But if that's what they're portraying him as the new face of the company,
yeah,
he's not going to be accepted walking out of WrestleMania. So the best way, if there ain't no cash in, the best way is for him to be a Paul Heyman guy and him to definitely get hated on.
Now, as far as the match quality goes, how do you think it will go? As far as match quality goes,
it's gonna be awesome, man.
It's gonna be because Lesnar, man, that boy, he always brings the intensity in that ring, man. With those brawls.
And see, everybody says Lesnar, but everybody knocks off Roman, man, of how far that guy has really come. Because let's face the facts, when you look at the Shield, nobody was a Dean Ambrose fan. Everybody complained that this man had the United States title for how long? How many titles? I mean, how many matches did he fight with that title? Not many. Let's face the facts. In the Shield, everybody pulled for Roman.
Yeah.
That's the God's honest truth right there. And then when you look farther than that, when the Shield split up and you had Daniel Bryan out for a year, everybody was a Roman mark.
Yeah.
So, and for the whole Royal Rumble incident that happened and everybody turned against him, he needs this moment, even if it is a cheap shot. Another possibility here have failed to look at is if The Rock comes out in Rock Bottom's Roman.
See, I was going to mention that right now. It's like, we still forgot about mentioning The Rock. The Rock's rumored to be there strongly to be at WrestleMania because they want to build up Rock and Lesnar for WrestleMania 32. So, like, what if Rock comes out there and interferes? How do you feel about that? Rock getting involved in there?
See, with The Rock, when that music hits, yes, I'm going to mark out. Because you know why? You can look at it all different ways here. We can almost guarantee, like we just said, we're thinking The Rock will come out there and cost Roman the title.
Yeah.
Who's to say The Rock don't come out there and cost Brock Lesnar the title? So then it still looks like Roman's this asshole that can't win by himself because let's face it, that's been 2 times The Rock came out to help him.
Yeah.
So then it would be like Roman turn against The Rock because he's pissed like, I could have beat him. I could have beat him.
Like, why always get involved in my business? Like, why always coming out there, getting...
There's so many directions this one can go. That's why I think this one, it's perfect main event quality. People were hating on it, saying that nobody wanted to see Roman versus Brock Lesnar. I disagree, man. I think
Roman can prove him wrong here now, man. If Roman has a badass match here, he can prove the haters wrong here. If they have a go out there and they kick each other's ass in that match, man, and steal the show, yeah, there you go. Because I don't hate Roman. I'm not a huge fan of his, but I can tell this guy has some understated potential, man. He's getting better on the mic.
Yes. Well, I guess what they don't like, I mean, majority of us that know that, are diehard wrestling fans knew this guy was The Rock's cousin.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that they brought that up there because now it seems like you're living off the family.
Yeah.
So Roman staying heel, staying face, whatever the case may be with him, he's going to be one of those people like CM Punk, where CM Punk won the title and was undefeated there for a while with that title. Yeah. And then Paul Heyman came in towards the middle or towards the end, and it was like, that's the only reason CM Punk kept the title. Yeah. I'm hoping that's not the direction they're going, where they're belittling Roman.
Yeah. All I know is, man, this match has went from being very predictable to me to being very unpredictable. Because a lot of the stuff could happen now, man. With The Rock getting involved, Lesnar staying there, it's like, you never know what could happen, man. But either way, I'm hoping for a badass match. I think it'll surprise people.
All right, I'm going to say this since we have yet to even think about this. I've said it once to you, but I didn't go in detail.
What's that, man?
Is with that streak ending, we won't hyped up for this WrestleMania. Let's face the facts.
No,
I'm still not fully
I'm
hyped
not really.
about it.
I'm kind of like,
But what makes it so good, and for everybody, the naysayers that was upset that the streak's over, that's what's going to make this WrestleMania epic, because now you're contradicting yourself, or, you know, going against, oh man, I'm almost for sure this person's going to win, but we thought that would take her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So this will be, I think this will be the most shock value WrestleMania, and that's what's going to make
And
it
let's
good.
face it, Taker's retiring, and rumor is next year, right, against Sting, so you're not going to have Taker anymore. So how are you going to build WrestleMania going into the future? This is going to show it right here, man. Because there's a lot of young guys on the show this year. Ambrose, Rollins getting some big spots, man. Roman getting some big spots. So what do you think, man? This could be a sleeper WrestleMania, you think? A sleeper hit?
This is a must for WrestleMania at this
Because
moment.
I mean, like this, I never seen such a lackluster build. But we got to remember though, the match quality can still save this show. So you can hate the build all you want, but you know, if the match quality is amazing. The match quality is amazing, you know. So that's going to make the WrestleMania. Because last year didn't have the greatest build either. Last year it was not the best, and even that last year really surprised people. So, what do you say, man? You ready for WrestleMania, man? Oh, we
Yes,
forgot one
but
guy,
like I
man.
said,
We forgot one guy, Hulk Hogan. He's gonna make an appearance, man. In there, man. Hogan, man.
he definitely is going to make an appearance, and I'm not sure what direction he's going. For some reason, I'm saying he's coming out there with the Sting match.
Oh,
I'm picturing a Hollywood Hogan come out.
TNA all over again, man. Sting and Hogan, man. Some TNA moment all over again, man. So,
I'm just hoping to see Nash come out is what I'm hoping for, since he's in the Hall of Fame.
I will say though, I mean, I've seen worse cards at WrestleMania than this one. So either way, man, it's WrestleMania, man. We're gonna be watching it live, man. And it's what's kind of crazy. We haven't mentioned this yet, but they're airing live the same day as the Walking Dead season 5 finale. What do you think, man?
That's what's got me a little destroyed here, man, because I'm going to have to stay away from Facebook, which, you know, that's hard for us nowadays. And even then, I'm actually going to have to wake up early that morning to watch it before going to work, because I know everybody's going to want to talk about it.
So, yeah, you got to watch WrestleMania and get up early in the morning and watch Walking Dead before, you know, you get spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, that's a must, man. And like I said, that's the only reason I'm watching this WrestleMania, because, like I said, I'm not too hyped up for it. But why I'm watching it is, seriously, I don't want to lose that moment live.
Yeah. And you're ready for the new Face of Fear to get thrown, right? The new Face of Fear, man. All right, brother. Well, I guess I'll end it here, man, before we get too long here. But we'll be back to do a review after WrestleMania, and hopefully it'll be a positive one, man. What do you think, man? You got any closing words for the people, man?
If not, you're going to hear an angry one.
Yeah, man. You got any closing words for the people?
Yes.
What's that?
Follow the buzzers!
Yeah, man.